Are bonuses predetermined? Do stopping the reels early affect the outcome of the game? And do casinos program machines to pay out better by the door as opposed to the rest of the floor? You'll find out in this video. Hi guys, welcome back to the Cowboy Slot channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a couple more Mythbusters for you. And before we get started, I have gotten a ton of comments and questions on a lot of my different videos, and most of them are repeats. They have been answered in previous videos or they've been answered in the comment section. So be sure, if you do have a particular question, go back and watch some of my videos. And also, this channel is still very new, so I will be coming out with a lot of different videos on specific topics in the future. So be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. So we're going to dive right into a couple Mythbusters. A lot of these questions that I've been asked over the years and in the comment sections have been incredible, but there's a lot of misinformation out there, guys, so I'm going to help clear up some of them in this video. Also, I want you guys to take a moment before we start this video. Take a moment and think about something. Think about the industry that you work in right now. Think about it. It could be medical, it could be trucking, it could be anything. Think about the industry that you're in right now. Think about how the industry works today as opposed to working, 50, 60 years ago. The casino industry is no different. So a lot of the myths and a lot of the legends that you guys are hearing, they come from days old of back in, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, even the 80s. Back then, casinos did not have very tight regulations, and they really could get away with just about everything. So a lot of the stuff that you're hearing that are myths are usually from long, long ago and are not applicable in today's casinos. Also, guys, be cautious about who you're listening to. I've noticed that a lot of people that are leaving comments or saying no, this is true, or no, this is false. They've either A, they've never worked in a casino a day in their life, or B, if they did work in a casino, they worked in a casino in the 70s and 80s, and that does not apply today. So I'm going to be going over how casinos operate today, and how if you go to the casino right now, some of the myths and stuff that are just simply not true. So we'll dive right into it. Myth number 1. Are your bonuses predetermined? The answer to this is yes and no. There are some machines out there that the bonuses are not predetermined, and then there are a lot of machines, majority of them, the bonuses are predetermined. The easiest way to tell if a bonus is predetermined or not is when you go to a screen, and I'm going to use Dancing Drums or 88 Fortunes for an example. So the bonus comes up and you have all the coins to pick from to match 3. If you go through and you select the 3, and it does not show you what was behind the other options, then the bonus is predetermined. It was predetermined when you hit the spin button, so the machine already knew what you were going to get. And yes, if you are playing Dancing Drums, 88 Fortunes, all of those machines with the bowl that closes and you pick the coins, those bonuses, yes, they are predetermined. Then there are a lot of bonuses like quick hits where you have the big screen and you pick, and it'll either be like 20 times 15 free games, or all the options that you get to pick from to match 3. And then you'll notice at the end of the bonus round it will show you what was behind the other choices. Those bonuses are not predetermined, so those really are your choice, and if you would have picked different, you would have gotten a different option. So games like Quick Hits, they are not predetermined, but games like 88 Fortunes and Dancing Drums, yes, they are predetermined. So, myth number 2. Is there a master control room for slot machines? No, there's not. There is not a master control room for slot machines. Actually, guys, I will tell you exactly how the room looks for slot machines and for us techs, and really, if you guys ever saw it, you probably would be like, oh, this is it. It's not very exciting. It's not like a James Bond movie. You don't walk in and you've got screens everywhere and there's all these guys at the computers and they're like, oh, I see Ethel's over there playing her machine. I'm going to change the odds. When you walk into our room, what it looks like is it's a big open room, and typically we have machines that are sitting out that are being worked on, and then we'll have tables that have parts and stuff like that, and then usually we have our bag of Doritos there or a snack. There is no master control for the slot machines, guys. There's not a room in the back that we control the slot machines. I will, however, get into a future video, and I'm going to be doing a future video on this, so be sure to subscribe and follow, about Class 2 gaming. So Class 2 gaming, or bingo machines as people call it, those are server-based, and there's a lot of those casinos in the United States. A lot of tribes use those. So those are server-based. So they actually do have a central computer, and they work differently, and I will be going into future detail about how those particular casinos work, because my second casino that I ever worked at was a Class 2 facility, so I do have a lot of experience with the bingo Class 2 machines, and I can tell you exactly how they work, but I'm going to save that for a future video. But no, is there a master control room for slot machines? No, there is not. We do have a computer in the back, and that computer, it shows us exactly what is going on the floor, if there's an issue with the machine. So just for an example, it's a computer screen, and normally we would rotate through this, either a tech or a slot attendant. They get assigned to, we used to call it central or dispatch duty, and basically what we would do is we would sit there at the computer and we would watch the screen, and it's just basically like a spreadsheet, and new things would pop up, and what it would tell us is, oh, this machine is out of paper, or this machine has a real tilt, or this machine hits a jackpot. That's how we know in our ear when we get a jackpot. So the candle really is kind of the candle on the top of the machine, that was kind of for way back in the day when casinos didn't have any kind of a centralized communication system for us to be able to tell what machine has a jackpot and what doesn't. But today we really don't use the light. It's really kind of there just for fun, nostalgia reasons. But that is how the attendants know if there is a jackpot that's being hit or if a machine has a problem. So we all wear an earpiece. That earpiece is connected to everybody in the casino. We have security, we have surveillance, we have the techs. Everybody's on there, and we have a call sign. When a machine hits a jackpot or whatever, the person that's in the back room will see on the screen that the machine hit a jackpot, and they will call out to the nearest person to say, hey, that machine has hit a jackpot, and that's what notifies the employee to go over. That computer does not control any aspect of the machine whatsoever. All it does is tell us what machine is hitting a jackpot, what machine needs paper, stuff like that. So the next myth I'm going to bust for you is something that I've heard recently, is I've seen techs walking around on the floor with phones or tablets. Are they changing the machines? The answer to that is no. So guys, that central computer that I was just telling you about that tells us the issues with the machines, we are issued a phone or a tablet that we carry around with us, and that basically just does the same thing. It tells us if there is paper out, it tells us if there's an error message with the machine or anything like that, and that's how we know to dispatch to go to that machine and either fix it or pay out a jackpot. That's it. It's just a system of communications. It doesn't have anything to do with the machines whatsoever. So the next myth. The casinos change their odds on the weekend. Or, I have better luck on the weekends as opposed to during the week. So, I'll tell you this right now, that is false. There is nowhere in the coding of the machine that has any kind of setting. There is no setting whatsoever on any machine that says pay out differently on certain days or certain times. A lot of that, people kind of go in with this preconceived notion, and you also have to think the casinos are busiest on the weekends, and typically if you look at yourself and yourself gambling, most people spend majority of their time in the casino on the weekends. So if you're there mostly on the weekends, then you have a better chance of having better luck on the weekends. It has nothing to do with the day of the week or the time, guys. That's just simply not in the program whatsoever. So the next myth. Do the machines have a teaser on them where they will show one symbol versus like they'll line up two symbols on the line and then they just drop another one. Do the machines tease you? No, they don't. That is not written into the code, guys. There's no coding for any kind of, oh, I'm going to give you a little taste. That's not in the code anywhere. I write the code. It's not in the code. So don't think that it is, because it's really not in the code, guys. Also, yeah, the machines are totally random. That's completely false. So the next one is, do the casinos strategically place the machines with better payouts in specific areas of the casino? The answer to this really is no. It used to be that way years ago, like it probably stopped in the early 90s, but casinos used to do that where they would put machines that pay better at the front or something to try to lure you in, or the louder machines at the front to try to lure you in. And in today's casinos, it's not like that. They really don't do it. We try to strive for consistency now and ease of maintenance as opposed to anything else. So usually it's like, okay, every single penny machine on the floor is going to have this denomination, or every single penny machine on the floor is going to have this payout. Every single quarter machine is going to have this payout. Every single dollar machine is going to have this payout, and so on and so forth. Casinos do not strategically place machines around that have better or worse odds over one or another. That's simply false. Did it used to be true? Yes, but in today's casinos, it is not. It is not true whatsoever. So the next myth that I have for you is, does stopping the reels early affect the outcome of the game? So on a lot of slot machines now, you hit the spin button and then you can press it again to stop the reels. That does not have an outcome on the game whatsoever, or an effect on the outcome. As soon as you press that spin button the first time, the random number generator has already decided where those reels are going to stop. So if you stop it early, it's not going to affect the outcome of the game whatsoever. Really, that's just a feature that's added into a lot of the newer machines. To be honest, it's advertised as a fun feature because it makes the player feel like they have more control. But really, from the casino aspect, for us, the more people do that, it essentially speeds up the game. And the casinos, we go on a lot of different metrics, player holdability, how much money we make in an hour, stuff like that. So the faster somebody's going through, if they're like click stop, click stop, click stop, the faster somebody's going through, that basically adds to our metrics. So it looks better for the casino. But does it affect the outcome of the game? No, it does not affect the outcome of the game. So guys, really, that's kind of all the myths that I have for you today. I don't want to make this video too long, but again, follow the channel and be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to have videos coming out in the future that really break down a lot of these individual categories. But always, folks, always keep something in mind. The casino industry today is not the same industry that it was 50, 60 years ago or anything like that. It's really not that exciting, if it makes sense. A lot of the things that you're hearing are just simply not true. And to be honest, if you were to ever get a tour of the back end of the casino, you'd kind of be disappointed, because there's really not hardly anything there. So anyway, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Keep following back, because I will have more tips for you guys, tips and Mythbusters and all of that. And again, I do break down individual aspects in other videos, so be sure to check those out. Anyway, guys, good luck. Thank you so much for the follows and for the subscribes and the likes and everything and all the love. I appreciate y'all. Good luck and have a great day.